you're the one who's collecting data for this.
General managers and other KPLC staff, Knights Energy team, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you all. Yeah, it gives me great pleasure to be here today as we launch our first ever electric vehicle charger and the flagging of one of our heavy-duty double cabin electric vehicles. Today's event is a strategic move towards fostering the adoption of electric vehicles and reducing carbon emissions. The newly installed charging station and acquisition of the two EVs represents a bold move and a bold investment of Kenya shillings 258 million for this financial year towards the adoption of e-mobility. The funds will be channeled towards installation of chargers, purchase of light and heavy-duty EVs, and the electric motorbikes. I know this is a conversation we've had with you for some time, but today really marks the confirmation that it's not just the talk that Kenya Power has been talking in as far as this particular domain is concerned. The newly installed charging station and the acquisition of the two EVs, the cutting-edge charger we are launching today, which costs 6.5 million, is equipped with a 50 kilowatts DC option with a capability to charge an EV within 1.5 hours and a 22 kilowatt AC alternating current option, and it can charge 3 EVs simultaneously. Let me just let me emphasize this particular aspect that I was really quite impressed with, that even as a country we seem to have adopted a particular standard. I do know, Jeremy, when we were discussing about the rollout, one of our key concerns was to undertake an installation and then you find it's not compatible with a number of the vehicles that may want to pass, because I think at the time or at the very inception, there seemed to have been differences in the types that others were bringing in. So I think the fact that we have standardized this is really a very great consolation and indeed a firm confirmation that we can actually roll out the charging stations without the fear that what you roll out might actually end up being stranded by virtue of differences in the standards. I think Mugambi and your team, I think this is very positive, and indeed a very positive thing to say of the government for adopting a standard so that whoever has an EV vehicle, he does not have to fear that which EV station is compatible with the vehicle I'm driving. By adopting a standard, it becomes quite easy in terms of rolling out the infrastructure and even going for mass adoption of the technology. On the other hand, like I said, each of them cost 9 million each. We will use them for routine operations, and they have the following capabilities. They come with 65 kilowatt hours batteries. It's meant to be kilowatt hours. I think it's written there kilowatts. It's kilowatt hours batteries with a range of 300 to 320 kilometers on a full charge. Charging time using our 50 kilowatt DC charger here at Stima Plaza is 1.5 hours and 3.5 hours using the 22 kilowatt, that should be AC charger at our Waraka carriage. The two chargers, this one at Stima and the one at Ruaraka, will be open for use by the public free, primarily to help us in our research and development. We plan to commercialize them later as the traffic grows. So I think we really want to encourage those who have EV vehicles to take advantage of this period that we are providing this service for free. And this is really just a gesture from Kenya Power and Lighting to demonstrate that we really welcome the adoption of EV vehicles. Getting forward, we plan to develop 20 vehicles and 300 motorcycles by June 2025. Additionally, we intend to install more charging stations as follows. By end of June 2024, our plan is to install chargers in Ruaraka, Donholm, Nakuru, Mombasa, Mtita Andei, Kisumu, Eldoret, Roysambu, Nairobi Electricity House, and Ragati. By end of June 2025, we will install chargers in Naivasha, Narok, Kisii, Kericho, Thika, Kiambu, Nyeri, Nanyuki, Meru, Embu, and Machakos. Additionally, by 2026, we will be in Murang'a, Kajiado, Bungoma, Busia, Siaya, Kitale, Voi, Mwingi, Garissa, and Kakamega. From the list that you have just given, it's quite evident really that by 2026, our presence will be across the entire country. Yes, this is our plan. But again, standing here, I want to confirm that should the adoption be such as to require us to expand and even to go to other areas which we have not provided here today, you have our commitment. That we are really here to encourage and to ensure that the adoption of EV is from our side, we support it to the greatest extent possible. I did mention before that we didn't want to go ahead of the market, but from our plans, we are actually planning to go ahead of the market. But again, we are willing to engage the market to know where else we need to put the supportive infrastructure. However, let me add that we do not intend to compete with other stakeholders. I think that is very important for those who want to enter into this space. Putting up a similar infrastructure. The venture will support Kenya Power's e-mobility journey as we intend to convert our fleet of 2,000 to EVs. Similarly, the chargers are meant to catalyze the growth of EVs in the country and for our research and development purposes. To further drive this EV agenda and play its part in accelerating the uptake of EVs and attendant infrastructure, Kenya Power has organized its second mobility forum. The two-day event will bring together all the key stakeholders driving e-mobility in Kenya and the region. The event, which is themed Accelerating the Adoption of Electric Mobility in Kenya, will take place at the Kenya International Convention Center on 23rd, that is tomorrow, and the day after, and we hope to see all of you there. In conclusion, we are proud as a company for the trajectory we have taken and believe it will help us in playing our role in safeguarding the environment and ensuring a cleaner and a greener world. Asanteni sana, and God bless you all. But this seems to be having double.
Yes, it is a combined, so it will only use this. Then it will use that one for communication.
Okay.
Then you put it in. Good. Then you press start there, and your vehicle will start charging. So it's now charging. Now it's charging. Now the vehicle is charging.